Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I am filming my Psycho Killer Chooses My TBR for April. So last month this went down really well and I picked some incredible books that I read and kind of loved all of them. So I'm doing this again, and this time I'm still going to pick 4 cards as my basis, and then if I want to mood read, I can read other things as well. But this month I am taking part in Old School April, so I do need to consider that when I'm picking my books. So I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle. Okay. So the first card is, oh, it's upside down. Hide under the bed. So this can be something that's like scary, a scary book, something thrilling, maybe something about somebody coming into the house, home invasion, something like that. I'm going to pull the cards and then pick my books and then come back to you. The next card is A Graveyard at Midnight. So this can be something about the dead, something set in the graveyard, maybe a book that looks like midnight. So that's my other card. So next up we have Barricade. So this can be, again, something to do with hiding yourself away. Could be mentally, could be physically. This one's quite interesting. I don't really have anything in mind at this point, but we shall see. And the last card is a hunting knife. So this can be anything like serial killery or anything really like that. So I'm going to pick my books for these 4 cards and then come back. For Hide Under the Bed, I'm going with Exquisite Corpse by Poppy C. Bright. This is about a serial killer. So this is a horror book set around a serial killer essentially and tortures. So serial killers, you want to hide from them so you don't get killed. That's where I'm going with this one. So then for Graveyard at Midnight, I've gone with The October Society Season 3. This one isn't set in a graveyard or at midnight, but it gives me those vibes because this is set on Halloween and, well, around Halloween in the lead up on the eve of Halloween. And it's 6 kids around a campfire telling stories. So it gives me that vibe. So I'm just going to read it for this prompt. And I'm really excited because this is the 3rd and I think final in this trilogy, and it's been a while, so I really want to get around to reading it, so perfect time. And then for Barricade, I've picked Home Invaded. This is a home invasion type story. It's centered around torturing, and whenever I think of home invasion, you would want to barricade yourself in so people don't invade your home. This is something that terrifies me. I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's super short as well, so it could fit for other prompts in Old School April. For Hunting Knife, I'm going with The Devil and the Dark Water by Stuart Turin. I'm going to be reading this because this is, again, a crime story. Killers with knives, I'm guessing. I've been wanting to read this for a long time and finally seen it in a charity shop, so I knew I had to pick it up. So that's going to be for my 4th one. Psycho Killer has chosen these 4 books for me, and now I do have another side project, which is the Witches Cauldron, and this is full of the physical books that I own and my Everand library, because that is just ever growing and I need to start reading them and checking these ones off my list as well. So each month I'm going to pick one from the Witches Cauldron and just read it. This one, which is Everything the Darkness Eats. So the Witches Cauldron has chosen Everything the Darkness Eats by Eric LaRocca. I have this on Everand as well, so I will be checking that one off my Everand library too whilst reading it, because I will read and listen at the same time, which will hopefully mean I can get through this a lot quicker. So these are my books for April. Lots of horror, lots of darkness, lots of extreme stories here. So April's going to be very dark for me. I might have to pick up something lighter at some point during the month. We shall see. But I'm excited to read these books. Terrified of that big chunky one, but alas, we'll do it. We'll get through it. So my next point is to run through Old School April and see if any of these books will fit those prompts. Read a book over 300 pages. So definitely The Devil and the Dark Water will meet that prompt because it's way over 300 pages. A book published before 2005, Exquisite Corpse, is published in the 90s. And that also then fits the prompt for yearbook, which is a book from the year or decade you were born. So I was born in the 90s. This one will fill that prompt too. Read a book set in the 80s and 90s or has nostalgic vibes. I'm going with the October Society. This is set on the static between TVs, and that's very much a 90s thing. So I'm saying that this has nostalgic vibes, and it is kind of 90s to me. Set around Halloween. We know that the October Society is set on Halloween Eve, so that will fill that prompt. I don't have a sci-fi book on here, so can't fill that one yet. A book where a man is the main villain. I'm guessing this might have man as being the main monster because this is a torture story, and yeah, it's a husband and wife, so maybe the husband does something. But anyway, maybe this one will fit that prompt. I'll know whenever I read these what it is. Read a used or borrowed book. The Devil in the Dark Water is a used book, so I will do that prompt. And then book with a gold on the cover. So for me, I am either going to be reading The Warm Hands of Ghosts or God Killer as like my palette refresher because these are both fantasy stories. I'm probably going to need to read one of these to break up all of the horror that I'm reading this month. So both of these have gold on the cover. So either book will fit that prompt. But there you have it. Those are the books I will be reading in April and the prompts I will hopefully be filling for Old School April. I will probably end up doing a vlog in April about these books. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to read in April. Until next time, keep your pages turning and embrace the darkness. Bye!